First at 4, no word from the White House on when or if it will dispatch the Illinois National Guard to Chicago. Still, the president spoke on it again today. Our political reporter Chris Ty talked with the former head of the Illinois National Guard about what these guardsmen can do if they get called up.
When you go to the website of the Illinois National Guard and you click on leadership, you see unambiguously the governor is the top of the food chain here. He deploys the Guard in Illinois. But there are exceptions. At congress.gov, you'll find what's called the Posse Comitatus Act that spells out the 3 instances when the president can utilize a state's National Guard. And those 3 are these. Number 1, to repel an invasion. Number 2, to suppress a rebellion. And number 3 is to execute federal laws when the president is unable to execute them using regular forces. Now, Posse Comitatus, if the president activates the Guard in Illinois, the governor says he will take this to court, saying Posse Comitatus exceptions were not met in this situation. Insiders call this uncharted waters.
In my career, I haven't ever seen it done this way.
The former top general of the Illinois National Guard points out if they are called up by the president, members of the Illinois Guard cannot perform law enforcement duties.
What would they do if they were engaged?
Well, they could stand on corners and basically do nothing. They could certainly protect federal property. That's a reasonable thing to do. But it's not a law enforcement function.
Which may explain why, again today, the president's signaling what he would like Governor Pritzker to do.
You would think that Illinois would have such a problem with crime, such a bad governor. He should be calling me, and he should be saying, could you send over the troops, please? It's out of control.
Governor Pritzker making it clear that will not happen. Now, 2 final points that we want to zero in on here. Chicago is different than Washington, D.C., the deployment going on there, because, number 1, they don't have a governor. And the president does simply exert more control there than almost anywhere else in the country over the Guard. But also because the National Guard do not have the authority to arrest or handle law enforcement. They are largely kept to federal buildings in the district and alongside federal agents. Chicago's also different than what we saw out in Los Angeles back in June, because this issue was so deeply rooted in immigration issues. Remember that? The Guard assisting federal agents on the front lines there of the issue. Think ICE, think ATF, think FBI. What's similar to the LA situation to Chicago, the governor and the mayor out west did not want the Guard deployed. The White House did it anyway, and now the state is suing the Trump administration over violation of the Posse Comitatus Act. Back to you.
Chris, thank you.